How much do they pay?
Right now, they're at 30.
How much money do you make?
I make around $1,500 a week, more or less.
Last year, I cleared over 350,000.
I don't know who the told y'all first year truck drivers make $150,000 a year. I made half that.
So, you want to know if I'm making decent money doing hopper? I have no idea.
Yeah, now I'm close to about 310.
How much can you make per year with Walmart?
Starting up to $108,000.
Been here for about 3.5, 4 months. Basically 4 months. I've made $35,465.
If you don't mind me asking, how much can you make trucking?
Well, right now, you can make a good, $2,500, $2,000 a week.
As a company driver?
Yeah.
How much are truckers really making? In this video, we're featuring real drivers sharing their paychecks and expenses. Over-the-road drivers talk about big miles and bigger paychecks. Local drivers break down their steady earnings. And owner-operators reveal the highs and lows of running their own rigs. Hear it straight from the people behind the wheel.
You do the heavy haul, oversize.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I take RGN maybe 2 months, but I'm driving in 1 year.
Okay, so 1 year trucking and 2 months with RGN. Looks like a really hard job.
Hard job is flatbed step deck, maybe car hauling.
Uh-huh.
But RGN, I don't know.
Not bad?
Yep.
What did you do before?
Before, I'm living in Russia.
Oh, so you just came from Russia here?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. If it's not a secret, how much can you make your first year doing RGN?
I don't know, maybe 10K in a month.
Really? As a company driver?
An RGN?
RGN? Okay, what do you guys usually haul?
Most of it's heavy equipment, military.
Okay. How long have you been doing this?
About 17 years.
Oh, wow. How do you like trucking after 17 years?
I still love it.
Would you recommend it to young people?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah? An owner-op or a company driver?
Owner-op.
Okay, so how much do you clear after all the expenses doing something like this? It's pretty specialized. You don't have to be specific. I'm not from IRS. Just ballpark.
I mean, it all depends. I mean, after expenses?
Yeah.
Depending who you work for. About 80,000.
80,000 clear.
How much money do you make a year as a trucker?
I make 6 figures as a trucker. I can tell you last year I made close to 100K.
Are you an owner-operator or a company driver?
Currently, I am an owner-operator. I've owned 2 trucks.
I just got off of a 13-hour shift. Let's go over how much money I made as a local company truck driver. So I did drive 500 miles tonight and I get paid 65 cents a mile, and then I had 4 stops. I get roughly $38 a stop, and then it is a weekend day, so I get $105 as a weekend incentive, and that brings my total to about $580 for the day. I also get a night shift incentive, but that's weekly, not daily, so it's not included. And then if you break that down by the hour, that means I roughly got about $44 an hour. Now this is like on a busier day. Usually, like, it depends on the day. Sometimes I can only make like $250 to $300, just depending on what work is available. But that's just what I made today, and I wanted to share.
How much I make per week as an owner-operator driving a Peterbilt 389 with a flatbed trailer and coming home every week. This is October 2024, and I start the week with a dream load. It was supposed to be 30,000 pounds, but the other guy took most of it, and I have only a few pallets on my trailer. 580 miles to Indiana for $1,450 is a good start, but then I had an airbag leak. It was an easy fix, costing me $120 for parts and Uber, but I lost my load because of it. My next pickup was 30 miles deadhead, going 573 miles to Charlotte for $1,850. I hate this type of load because I had a bad experience with it before, but this one is okay, not fully loaded. Charlotte as usual had nothing for me, so I drove 113 miles to South Carolina to pick up a load to Wytheville, Virginia, 244 miles for $950. Not a jackpot, but lightweight insulation. Wytheville never was the best spot to be on a Friday. I made another 165 miles to Asheville to pick up a load to Memphis, 500 miles for $1,350, but I need to go home, so it will be 100 miles more. Calculating the numbers, we have 2,295 miles altogether, with $5,600 gross. That's $2.44 per mile, and and 1 mile costs me $1.60. $1,800 net, and I can spend 1.5 days at home.
How many years have you been trucking?
5.
5? How do you like it after 5 years?
It's been 35.
Oh, you guys are in a team?
Yeah.
With your husband?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. If you don't mind me asking, how much can you make as a team?
As a team, well, we own our own truck. So we gross about $350 a year, about $350,000 a year gross.
So what's after expenses?
After fuel and insurance and all that, probably about 100.
So I'm at work right now, and me and my co-workers was just having this debate. And on one side, they saying that $20 to $24 an hour is a fair rate for a truck driver. And then on the flip side, the other guys were saying that you should be making 25 plus as a truck driver, no matter what you're doing.
How many years have you been driving trucks?
Exactly 1 year next week.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your anniversary. So how would you rate the job after 1 year?
Oh, I love it. TMC has been a fantastic company to work for.
Yeah.
You know, they've got their act together. They know how to run their business, and they treat the drivers like gold. Now, they do offer a CDL program, but I got mine privately and then came to them.
It's not a secret. I won't tell anyone. How much can you make your first year trucking at TMC?
I'm actually very proud of that, and I'm glad to tell anybody. My first year, because I've got all the numbers I can prove this, they say that your first year average is about 77,000. Mine is going to hit 85.
Wow, congratulations.
And I'm disappointed I didn't hit 90.
Oh my goodness. Well, next year, hopefully you'll hit 6 figures.
Next year it's 100, yeah.
How much do they pay?
Right now, they're at 30. This week, I put in 70 hours.
Do you have a crazy story? Okay, so what do you do for a living?
I'm a truck driver for U.S. Foods. Yeah, we deliver food to restaurants, yeah.
What kind of license do you need for this truck?
You need a Class A. You don't necessarily need the endorsements. It is better if you do have your endorsements, like the doubles and triples.
Do they require experience?
They do. They require at least a year.
How did you get your license?
I got my license through another company. They paid for my schooling and everything.
Do you know if U.S. Foods pays for your schooling?
They do not.
They do not? Okay. Do you recommend this career to other people?
I would, yeah, I would. Yeah, it's a great industry. There's a lot of opportunities in this industry.
Is this a local job?
It is a local job.
How much do they pay?
Right now, they're at 30. Yeah.
And I'm sure you get a lot of overtime too, right?
Yeah.
How many hours weekly do you do?
Right now, this week, I put in 70 hours. Yeah, there's been weeks where we put in 80 hours. Yeah, it's a lot of overtime.
I'm sure it adds up.
If you're thinking of becoming a semi-truck driver, there's a few things you need to understand. There's too much misinformation out here, right? A lot of them will tell you they're making a boatload of money, a lot of money. But honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, right? Your first year, you will not make a lot of money. And let me explain to you. The amount of money you're going to make is between $700 to $1,000 a week after taxes. But here's the thing. The reason why you're not going to make a lot of money, obviously, because the concept is you're a rookie, you're a new guy. You're going to drive a semi-truck. Your income is based on how good you are a driver. In the beginning, the first year, it's about getting comfortable with your truck, trailer, maneuvering in and out of traffic, how to get to customers, how to communicate with shippers and receivers, paperwork, communicating with dispatch, understanding how to get from point A to point B, right? Sliding tandems, mechanics, pre-trip, post-trip. And that takes a lot of time to consume, especially nowadays because of the e-log. They track your hours of service. As a new driver, it takes you longer than an average person that's been in the game for 3-4 years, this is normal. We all started as rookies. But the concept is the misinformation of how much money you're going to make in the beginning, right? You're only going to make between $700 to $1,000. That's if you're lucky, because it's not because, it's something you're doing wrong. It just takes time and being safe. Because remember, when you're driving a semi-truck, the mistakes you make can cost a lot of money. A lot of money. It's not like any other job. And I need you to understand it's not a 9 to 5.
How much money do you make as a trucker?
What do you mean, like a year, like a month, or per week?
Per year.
Last year, I cleared over $350,000, but that's because I didn't take the summer off. This year, I took the summer off, and it's just, it just depends on who you're trucking with. Right now, I got this company, Fleet Ops, and it's only owner operated, and for for smaller fleets as well, owner operated as well, and you kind of get a lot of more liberty to make more money.
And how much do they pay?
This year I'll be making close to $150,000. This company pays now about $40 an hour depending on what time you start. You don't want to go to college or anything, it's a good trade. It's local, a lot of jobs won't pay you that, and be local.
Do you know if you can be a felon and still get this job?
Yes,
You can.
you can.
And you need a high school diploma?
You don't need a high school diploma.
You don't need it. So you drive a fuel tanker?
Yes, sir.
What do you do exactly?
I load up 8,700 gallons of fuel and bring it here and deliver it to the underground storage tanks.
And how many deliveries do you get per day?
We get 4 loads, so every time we load, we have to go back to the terminal, load up again, and come back and make a delivery.
Like how many hours do you work per week?
Our shifts is from 2 to 2. There's a night shift and day shift. They're both 12-hour shifts. So
okay.
You have 12 hours to complete your work. If it's slow, we only do 3 loads, 9, 10 hours. But most of the time, we get 12 hours.
So most of the time you get overtime. It's over 8 hours, right?
We get straight time. Other companies pay overtime. We get straight time, and we do get bonuses to compensate for that overtime. So we get $2,000 bonuses every month, as long as we do 4 loads every day.
What kind of license do you need for this truck?
You need a Class A with hazmats, tankers, and doubles and triples to do this.
Okay. I'm assuming you need experience too before they hire you?
You need a minimum of 1 year experience, depending on the company that's doing the hiring. Some companies are 1 year, some companies are 2 years.
Are they hiring right now?
We're always hiring.
Always
you have
hiring.
to work weekends to start. Most of the time you have to work nights. And holidays, if it's Christmas, New Year's, it's your day to work, you're going to work. You get paid holiday pay. So,
Okay, holiday pay.
We get compensated, but, you know, there's nothing like spending it with family, but you got drivers that call out, but the product's got to keep going, so there's always work.
I don't know who the told y'all first year truck drivers make $150,000 a year. I made half that my first year doing flatbed, 5 days a week, 12-hour days. They need to stop spreading this misinformation, man, because if you're going to try to inflate the industry, it ain't going to do nothing but hurt everyone else. Rates is already bad. We don't want them to get worse. We actually want less drivers right now. But if you really do want to be a truck driver, in your first year, expect 60 to 70. Maybe 80 if you're lucky, if you can get on with a good company. But you can make upwards to 150K, but they're probably owner operators, really experienced tank haulers, specialized equipment, that type of thing. But you're not going to be a new driver and make 150K. It's not going to happen, y'all.
So we are the only industry that can't come together. We are the only industry that makes the least amount of money, but does the hardest work. My rail industry people that came together and boycotted and stood together and stood strong that to demand higher wages, higher pay, y'all came together, y'all conquered, and y'all won. Now they're getting paid what they deserve. But as truck drivers, why can't we come together, stand together, demand these companies to pay us more money, better wages, better benefits? We are the backbone of this country. We bring supplies, medical supplies. We bring everything to every shipper, customer, company around the United States of America. Truckers, we need to demand that these companies pay us better money, better wages. Let's come together and stand together and make this country what it's supposed to be. Peace.